So in the midst of a tragedy, someone started circulating these. The person in this photo is not the shooter from Uvalde. Leave it to right-wingers, because now we're talking about gun rights again. We're talking about how to restrict access and more measures put on to screen people who are buying firearms. And you just had to turn this into something anti-transgender, anti-LGBT altogether. This person doesn't even live in Texas. This is a user on Reddit and who's been receiving a lot of backlash. And apparently there's a lot of people who haven't read the details of the shooting in Texas, that the shooter was killed on site. And now they're making threats against this person, thinking that they're the shooter. The shooter died at the scene. This isn't even the same person. And before this came to light, photos like this one here started circulating. Again, in the bottom left corner is the Reddit user we're talking about. In the top left corner, that is the shooter. And off to the right, these two, again, is a completely unrelated person. But, that didn't stop them from circulating this on Parler and talking about, trans people are dangerous. Really? Trans people are dangerous when it's homophobes who are the ones who went out of their way to create this. Someone has it in for this individual and specifically put them on display like this to try and hurt them. And that leads me to my next point when it comes to homophobes. Do we come into your space? Do we come on to your church page and harass y'all onto your Facebook prayer groups? Do we show up and get in your face the same way you get in our faces? And the person who posted this is this person, James Carlson, and was spreading this like wildfire on Facebook. So feel free to just send him a message and say hi and tell him I said hello. Piece of shit. I'm just really getting tired of these right-wingers. And on top of that is the religious rhetoric. These kids have barely been in a body bag for 24 hours, and you tried to turn this into an anti-trans issue. That we as the LGBT community are trying to radicalize your kids and trying to hurt your kids and trying to be inappropriate with them. And a very small percentage of registered sex offenders even identify as LGBT. And there's a lot of people in this community that feel if you are registered as a sex offender, you hurt a child. There's many of us who feel that you don't belong, you're not a part of the community. But of course that doesn't stop right-wingers from perpetuating that, does it? We're dealing with one tragedy, and it's so easy for something like I just shared to spread like wildfire. Oh, the shooter was transgender. It's a lie. 5-minute Google search would have shown you that.